Hit the like and the share button, people. Loads to go through with you this afternoon. Proof that Arsenal are going to win the Champions League. That is coming up on the show. Proof that Liverpool and Arsenal do have a rivalry. There's a little bit of Tottenham fans absolutely feeling the pain, but also showing their obsession with their father. They're under the boot. They're the father. Arsenal, their dad. It's as simple and as straightforward as that, right? Plus, Haaland's absolutely in the mud. He made a massive mistake. He's getting a lot of cooking for it as well. And a bit of an update on Chelsea, but hit the like button, please. Make sure you're subscribing. I like this video. And do you know why I like this video? I am sick to my back teeth of hearing Liverpool fans lie that they don't think about. And let me bring that right back. Let me bring that right back to the beginning. I am sick to my back teeth of some Liverpool fans pretending that they don't care about Arsenal, they don't think about Arsenal, they don't consider them a rival on any capacity. You are not making a bottle of Arsenal tears to take and film outside Anfield after winning an historic 20th league title if there isn't a little bit of something there. The social media posts yesterday, match-going fans at the ground as an example. So this isn't just some dude in his bedroom on Twitter. And it's good to see. This is not a bad thing. I believe it's actually going to make for a brilliant Premier League season next year. Liverpool deserved their league title. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. 110%. They deserved it. They were the best team by a country mile. But let's stop playing down who we think are rivals, who we have needle with, who we dislike. This, for me, is pure proof in the pudding. And it doesn't matter the motivation, whether it's historic, competitive rivals. It might be the stuff that Arsenal fans say online. It doesn't matter the reason. I like that there is a bit of needle. But there was a lot of stick going around yesterday for Liverpool as well. No one cares, no one cares, no one cares. A lot of City fans, no one cares about Liverpool winning the league. Well, you can see here, this was when Rico Lewis scored. He scores a goal here for City, puts them one up towards the final. Erling Haaland shares it. All good. Why would he not watch it? Why would he not be watching it? But it's until you realize he's watching it on some kind of laptop, some kind of device. And on the big widescreen TV behind him, he's watching the final game of Liverpool's season.
Oh my God!
This idea that no one cares, yet the star striker of City, he's got City on a laptop. We all do this, don't we? We're watching a game on the big screen in the living room, but there's another match on. We put the one we're less interested on the laptop. And he can't say, oh, actually, no, I had to stream this one illegally because it wasn't on TV. They're both on TV at the same time. So drop this nonsense that nobody cares about what Liverpool were doing yesterday. Erling Haaland was tuning in, for God's sake. And everyone's saying they didn't care. Funny the timing of your tweets were when Liverpool were scoring the goals and winning it. And I've called it out a lot for Arsenal, so I'm going to call it out for Liverpool again. It shows your hatred of them. It shows your disdain. And if you really didn't care, you just wouldn't have been active yesterday. You just wouldn't have been watching the games yesterday. Of course you do. It hurt you. It's painful for you. Just admit it. Be a man and admit it. It's as simple and it's as straightforward as that.
Now, what phase is slotting? Phase 1. Delivered that bad boy. And the best part about him delivering this title for me is the fact that he's literally using the same squad, the same squad that didn't finish the job last year.
Yeah.
This year there was just no Man City in front of them, and everybody wants to talk about but it's a weak league season. You know, everybody's that's.
And hang on, what's going to say?
Your fault. That's your club's fault.
Yeah.
That's not.
That second part of that, I agree with Phil at 100%. This idea, weak league, it was easy for Liverpool. It's your club's fault. Your club's fault. Liverpool have still been brilliant. They've still gone on a 20-game unbeaten run. Only lost two matches. I agree. Slotter's gone into Liverpool and he's taken the squad from last season with only the addition of Chiesa, and he has got the very best out of that excellent squad. We all knew last season that Klopp underachieved. We knew why, because he'd kind of run out of energy. He'd lost his mojo and his sort of motivation, and he spoke about that. Slot went in there and seamlessly transitioned into the squad. That was brilliant recruitment by FSG, by Edwards, to find a head coach that had the ability to look at that squad, look at that style of play, look at how they operate, and be a plug-and-play solution, but maintain the standards and levels and go one further. And listen, Slot deserves huge credit for that. Liverpool and FSG deserve even more. It's something I've been looking at, the way that the big clubs operate for the last 10 or so years in England, the way they're building these club-centric approaches where the club builds the squad, the club picks the philosophy of football and the players that are going to play it, the club dictates the standards and the culture, and then they hire head coaches to maintain that within the first team setup. They started doing it with Brendan Rodgers. It went to another level with world-class Jurgen Klopp, and Slot is a continuation of that. And they've done it seamlessly so far. They've done it seamlessly so far. It's not getting anywhere near the attention that it needs. Liverpool do not build their clubs in the image of their managers anymore. And this is a horrible thing as a United fan to see, but it's beautiful to see the English clubs move into the modern day era of the game, and it deserves credit. The only element I'm pushing back on with this comment is this phase one nonsense. I don't think Liverpool internally talk like that, first and foremost, but it's obviously being used as a little bit of a stick to beat Arsenal with, Chelsea with, Manchester United with, because those phrases are being used. But phases don't go back to 0 or to 1 with the changing of a manager per se. It's about where that team is, what that squad has achieved, how well run the football club is. For instance, when Pep goes in 2 years, they don't go back to sort of phase 1, structural rebuild, training ground rebuild, football culture rebuild, philosophy rebuild, entire squad rebuild, introducing a brand new style of football. They're not going to have a change in all the different hierarchy positions. You're not going back to phase 1 when Pep goes, same as Liverpool didn't go back to phase 1 if we're going to use the term phases. Slot has come in while Liverpool were already in phase 5, already won Premier Leagues, already won loads of domestic trophies, already won Champions Leagues, been to multiple Champions League finals. He's done a fantastic job, a really high-pressure job of continuing that. But we have to learn, I think, as football fans, we need the mainstream media to do a better job. Phase 1 is not dictated by a brand new manager coming in. You might stay in phase 1 for 2, 3, 4 years with 2 or 3 different managers. If your club doesn't progress, it doesn't fix the culture, it doesn't ship out the dead wood, if you don't become a better team. But it isn't dictated by a new manager coming in directly. Outside of that, I do think Slot needs so much more credit than he's really getting. But I'd love to get your opinion on that in the comment section below, people. Make sure you are subscribing. Up next, proof that Arsenal are going to win the Champions League.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
A Pope has passed away. An English team has won the Champions League. Pope John Paul passed away in 1978. Nottingham Forest won the Champions League. Pope John Paul I passed away in 2005.
Yeah.
Liverpool won the Champions League. Pope Benedict the 15th or 16th, sorry, passed away in 2022. Manchester City won the Champions League. And unfortunately, sadly, Pope Francis has passed away on Monday, gone.
2025.
One team left in the Champions League.
Are the things people find. The things people look for, the things people find. Now, of course, I've said in the title, it says on the screen, proof, kind of. I'm being sarcastic. If you've got angry, oh, it's not proof, Terry. If you're losing your mind, again, please stop watching. Please turn off YouTube, put your phone down, touch grass, go to the gym, go on a date, see some friends, live a little, stay away from the internet for a period of time. You're not right. If you've fallen for it and gone mad, it's obviously sarcasm. But I love stuff like that. For a bit of fun, I do love a crazy statistic. I do. And listen, Arsenal could go on to win it and it could continue it. I'm not too sure of when popes before 1978 died, because they're not the first popes to die, I would assume, and how that correlates before it. But, I mean, the facts are there. In terms of the game, look, aside from that, how do you all see the game going? How do you all see this match going for Arsenal? Genuinely. Can you see Arsenal beating PSG tomorrow night? Do you think they'll go to the final? can you see Arsenal winning it? In the build-up to this game, which has got the potential to be historic here, because you've got two teams that have never won the Champions League going head-to-head to get into that final. I'd have loved this to have been the final, because then you're guaranteed. I mean, it's always history because someone's always adding a new one, but I always like seeing clubs win their first ever something. It's why I want Palace to win the FA Cup as an example, because they've never won a trophy. There's something extra special about that. We saw the celebrations when City, for instance, and when Chelsea in 2012 won their first ever Champions Leagues. It kind of hits a little differently. So there's this historic nature to it. You've got the pressure that every single PSG manager has ever experienced. You have to win the Champions League. Winning the league, winning the domestic trophies are not easy, but I think any competent manager, any good manager managing their team should do. It's all about the Champions League. Can Enrique finally do it after, a decade and a half of the Qatari investment? Can, after over 100 years of history, over 60, 70 years of playing in Europe, could Arteta be the guy to get Arsenal over the line? Those conversations are on the tips of everybody's tongue, but they've got to get past one another first. How do you see it going? And do you believe in these omens? Are you superstitious? Do you believe in these omens? Or do you think it's just a quirky coincidence? Let us know in the comments section below. But I need to ask you next. I know Spurs fans are hurt. I know Spurs fans are angry. But do you think this is the right way to deal with it? Billy here, who is a Spurs fan, took a picture of himself yesterday at Anfield and posted, by the way, this was after they were battered 5-1, after they suffered their 19th defeat of the season, that bottlers again, ole ole, celebrating that Arsenal didn't win the league. Is this embarrassing? Is this not reading the room? Is this proving that Arsenal were their daddy? Is this proving they have daddy issues? Is this mentality a problem for Tottenham? Because for me, it shows that Arsenal own them. Absolutely own them. You know, Spurs, when Man United and Liverpool go at each other, when Chelsea and Arsenal go at each other, I'm using two examples, they're able to, we have this Champions League, we have this treble win, we have 6 Champions League titles, we got to 21st, we did the treble, we went invincible. They're able to fight each other's legacy with great historic moments. The only thing Tottenham really ever have over Arsenal is celebrating Arsenal not being successful. But at the same time, they're still more successful. They're still better than Tottenham. Do you think it's fair banter? There's no issue with it whatsoever. And you're entitled to think that. I want to get your opinion. I just feel like it proves that Arsenal own Tottenham. It's rent-free almost. Last year, they were doing the Poznan, when not only City were beating them at their ground, this meant that Spurs missed out on Champions League football. There are reports today that they might have to sell to buy. They've got no money for players this summer, according to one report. Now, I'm not saying it's true. Slow down in the comment section. If it is, though, can you imagine how that Champions League football might have helped? I want to get your take on this, people. I really, really do, because I find it so interesting indeed. And maybe it's because I don't support a club the size of Tottenham with their lack of success, that maybe I don't get it. And that is genuinely true. Help make me get it potentially in the comment section below. Get that done right now. Up next, let's listen to Chelsea.
I mean, listen, were you at the game today?
Actually, I'm going to take my hat off for this today.
Like someone's died. They won.
I just don't know. I mean, I was at the game. Now, being truthful now, what inspiration did you get out of that at all? I mean, I'm sitting there, we're trying to analyse it, Roger, aren't we? I mean, Roger come there as my guest today, and we're trying to analyse it. I just can't see where it's coming from. I mean, not the only good thing about today, the sun's shining, isn't it?
I know.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean?
We did get a win, though, Steve. So
No,
surely
a
there's
win.
something
No,
that...
a win's a win, but it just looked as if we were just playing out to the end of the season. We've got so much to play for, haven't we?
So are you seeing a lack of intensity? Is that what it looks like to you?
I mean, since the manager said in December, we're not going to win the league, or, like we're not good enough to be up there. Everything's gone down.
It's a great point. It's a great point. And Rivals brought this up and were kind of slammed. But hearing Chelsea fans say it's interesting. But I hear him. I thought Chelsea fans would be buzzing on Saturday. We went live and we had a lot of thousands of Chelsea fans tuned in, either live or watched the playback. But it was a little muted, it was like someone told a joke at a funeral and people kind of I shouldn't really laugh here. There seems to be nobody excited. And I thought that was an interesting perspective. They've got a lot to play for. Champions League football will help Chelsea on every level. The finances, always great to have extra pool. They've got a massive pool anyway as a club. They're huge, but extra additional funds, motivation as they are in a build. Important for this team playing together to experience that level of football. Helps to educate them and to grow them. But there seems to be no enthusiasm, and I want to know why. I don't understand it. I haven't yet been given an explanation that truly makes sense, that where a bell was rung and I've got it. Why are Chelsea fans so unmotivated, so uninspired, and so frustrated, even after 2 solid wins back to back that put you in a good position to qualify for the Champions League? I'd love to get your views. I'd love to get your opinions on this in the comment section below. Please do me a big favor and smash the like button if you haven't done so already for today's fan channel review. Until next time, people, take care, goodbye, God bless, and we'll see you all again soon. Peace!